What is going on, people of the internet? Hyperchaotic here with a K, double R, and welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time visiting my channel. Now, I was today years old when I found out YouTube has a special feature where you can actually test your thumbnail and see whether or not it's actually going to get you any views, any what's the term that YouTube uses? Impressions on your video. For those of you who don't know what impressions are, it basically means whether or not your thumbnail actually got somebody's attention, if it got impressions. Now, on one hand, I kind of wish I knew about this special little YouTube Studio tool a long time ago, because maybe it would have helped me grow my channel sooner. But at the same time, I really don't feel like using it, because in order to use it, you have to make 3 thumbnails for every video you post just to test the thumbnail for that video. And I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I don't got the time, energy, resources for that. I am not making a freaking thumbnail for every single video personally. That's just too much work for a content creator, small content creator like myself that doesn't have the funds or resources for that. And right now my computer's decommissioned, so it's harder for me to make thumbnails right now since I'm doing it off of my phone. I'm doing everything off of my phone right now. Now, you're probably thinking, what the fuck does this have to do with clickbait, HK? What does this have anything to do with clickbait, and how is this in any way, form, or fashion our fault as viewers, as audiences? Well, you see, ladies and gentlemen, for the creators out there that casually use clickbait, this is the tool that they use to decide the thumbnail, and in some cases the title, for their clickbait. Now, as far as I know, it only tests the thumbnail. I don't know if they have a feature to test the title. More likely, you would have to fix the title yourself manually to see if, I don't know, your title fits better with your thumbnail. But I'm pretty sure it's not uncommon that you've noticed many of your favorite creators have changed thumbnail and titles for their videos so they can do better in the algorithm, and this is the tool that they use. But sometimes this feature will recommend that the creator uses clickbait. Now, you may hear that and you may be thinking, okay, cool, HK, but how is that our fault as viewers? Isn't it the feature's fault, YouTube's fault, for recommending the clickbait thumbnail and title? Well, see, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. It'll recommend the clickbait thumbnail based on what you, the viewers, are more likely to click on. Because apparently this feature will actually test all 3 thumbnails. Excuse me. Sorry about that, peeps. If I sound a bit, nasally, and apologies for that cough. I am a bit sick right now. So, yeah. But anyways, as I was saying, yeah, that feature will literally test all 3 thumbnails to see which will work the best. And if the clickbaity thumbnail is what works the best with the clickbaity title, then that's what it's going to recommend, based on your impressions and your clicks. Whether or not you watched the video all the way, or whether or not you even enjoyed the video, that doesn't fucking matter. If you get good impressions on that video and a good amount of clicks, then that thumbnail, and most likely the title, is what the studio feature that YouTube is going to recommend, based on what you click and consume. You don't believe me? Take it from this creator by the name of Pegasus, but from a video on his second channel, MorePegasus, and why he tends to use clickbaity thumbnails for his videos. Take a look.
Now, some people are asking, why do I use these thumbnails, right? Well, the truth is, I don't want to. You think I want to put "it's done, it's over" all this time? The thing is, YouTube has an A/B test thumbnail feature that allows you to submit 3 thumbnails, and then it automatically picks the best option based on what you guys are clicking on and watching. So I always submit like a normal option that tells you exactly what happens in the video, is completely honest and everything, and then you gotta give one option where it's a bit vague, right? It's like, oh, it's done, it's over, right? And you guys literally, by a landslide always pick the sensational one, so YouTube auto picks that thumbnail. So it's literally you guys that are picking it and then getting mad at it, okay? And it's not even close, by the way, so don't hate the player, hate the game, okay?
Okay, now I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but me personally, I think I'm willing to believe him since he's a much bigger creator that's been doing this for a few years now. He has the experience, he has the numbers. So forgive me if I believe him when he says that clickbait is the audience's fault. Because let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, if that shit didn't work, then people wouldn't still use it. And I'm just being honest here. If it didn't gain your attention, then it wouldn't work. And if it didn't work, people wouldn't still do it. It's as simple as that. If honest titles and thumbnails actually worked, more people would be using them. Now, if you would prefer honest titles and thumbnails, there are special add-ons that you can add for that. Special AI add-ons that can basically change the thumbnail of the video for you and summarize the title to something that's, that specifically reference what the video is. Which, you can get the same results by reading the fucking description, right? The amount of people who cry about clickbait from titles and thumbnails, and if you really just want to know what the video is that bad without watching it, just read the description. Like, I understand viewers typically don't read the descriptions, but ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what the video is about without having to even look at the first few seconds, and you want a little bit more information beyond the title and thumbnail, then read the description. It's still going to be a bit vague because, of course, the creator wants to entice you to watch the video. But the description literally exists to give you more info on the video itself. It's not just there for links and sponsorships. And yes, I know not every creator may utilize the description to actually explain what the video is about, but that doesn't mean that a lot of creators don't use it, that they don't explain what the video is. And as a matter of fact, the AI add-ons that I mentioned, the extensions you can add to your browsers, that's how a lot of them figure out how to make the, proper, truthful title for you, by going based off what's in the description. Now, it can register what's in the video itself as well, but most likely it's going to start off with the information in the description. And even then, when it comes to clickbait thumbnails and titles, I personally don't really have a problem with them as long as they're not completely dishonest. The real issue that people have a problem with titles and thumbnails, it seems, is their vagueness. And I'm sorry, people, but that's the entire point of clickbait thumbnails and titles, at least the honest ones. They give you an idea of what the video is about, but they're vague enough to entice you to watch the video so you can see it for yourself, because you can only give away so much information in the thumbnail and the titles before it's just a run-on title and the thumbnail is just so fucking cluttered with shit that it's a visual fucking barf for you. Which again, that's why the description exists, to give you more info on the video itself. But I understand not a lot of people utilize the description. I just think more people should actually read the damn description. And another thing that I want to mention when it comes to clickbait thumbnails and titles, look at them in comparison to movie titles and posters or DVD front covers, or the same thing with a TV show on Netflix or on a DVD collection. It has this cover, it has this front part that kind of gives you an idea of what the show or film is about, and then it has its title. And for the most part, it's still going to be pretty vague because the movie or the TV show wants to entice you to check it out. And whether you're watching it on a streaming service or if you have the original DVD for said movie or TV show, it's also going to have a description on the back to give you more info. And that's just one example of two types of media that do this. Books also do this. Music albums also do this. Any sort of media that has a title, that has a visual cover, and that has a description on the back or in its, description bio, if it has one, excuse me, I'm stuttering. If it has one, or if it's like a digital situation, like a streaming service, or, YouTube, that's what it has to give you information on that media. So it entices you to check it out for yourself without giving it all away. That's the entire point. Thumbnails and titles are supposed to be vague, or at least vague enough. Vague enough to entice you to watch the video for yourself, but not so vague that you have no idea what the video is about. Which again, if you're so confused and cannot tell by the title and thumbnail, description. Description. How hard is it to just read a single fucking paragraph instead of complaining in the comment section of that video, oh, that thumbnail says clickbait, that thumbnail says clickbait, and then being surprised you get recommended more videos like that because you decided to engage with it, you dumbass. It doesn't matter if it's positive or negative, whether you're roasting the shit or criticizing or nitpicking a creator, engagement is engagement is engagement. Likes, dislikes, comments, negative or positive, don't matter if you're insulting them. That's still engagement. That still supports the video in the algorithm, and it's still going to tell the algorithm that's more of what you want to see, just for the simple fact that you engaged with it. It cannot tell the difference between positive or negative engagement. It doesn't even freaking care. As long as you're engaging on the platform, that's all that matters to the algorithm, and it will gladly recommend more videos you don't like if you keep engaging with them. It's not rocket science. Well then, HK, what do you suggest we should do if we want our creators to stop using clickbait thumbnails and titles? Nothing. Literally nothing. That's all you gotta do. Just don't watch your videos. That's it and that's all. Because like I said, it wouldn't work if it didn't get your attention. Don't give it your attention and let that be the message you send to your creators that you don't want them to use clickbait no more. But if that doesn't work with the honest clickbait either, the honest thumbnails and titles, then don't be surprised they either go back to their original strategy of clickbait or they try something new, which is not the honest thumbnails and titles. Because you don't support the videos even when they're honest. And frankly, with the lack of media literacy on the internet nowadays, I don't think it would even matter if people tried to be honest in titles and thumbnails. You people would still fail to register what the video is about. You people literally sit there and watch the video and still fail to understand a single fucking thing. Some of you's out there. If it don't apply, let it fly. But the amount of dumb motherfuckers on the internet, on this platform, who can't even register a single fucking sentence in a video that's so simple, 5-year-old can understand, I don't think more honest thumbnails and titles is going to make a difference. But if you truly want to send a message to your favorite creators that you want them to stop the clickbait and try new strategies to get your attention, or be more honest in their thumbnails and titles, then stop supporting the clickbait and literally go support the videos that are more honest, that aren't too vague, that don't waste your time, and do not engage with the ones that do. It's that simple, people. It's literally that fucking simple. You don't think the lack of engagement works in killing off a video or a channel in the algorithm? Then look at my fucking channel. And I'll keep saying this for as long as my channel is basically in a dead zone. If you truly want to kill off a channel or a video in the algorithm, or send a message to a creator, all you have to do to their content, to their channel, is nothing. And that will hurt them in the algorithm more than anything. If you do not believe me, look at my channel. Hell, if I'm not too lazy during the editing, after editing, I know we're sick right now. I know we're doing this all on the phone. I know you're probably not in the mood to go do some screenshots or recordings right now. But if you have the time and it's not a hassle and you have no problem doing it on YouTube Studio app, go ahead and just look at the analytics behind the scenes and show it to the people. Show them. Show them my impression rates, my views, how little I get and how much that kills me in the algorithm. If I actually took the time to edit this and put this on screen, ladies and gentlemen, if that's not enough proof to show you that all you have to do is nothing to kill off a video or a channel and send a message to the creator, I don't know what does. But I don't know. You go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about clickbait in general and whether or not you truly think it's the audience's fault. I personally think it is. And before anybody says, wouldn't this include you too if you're also a regular viewer on the platform? Yes, and I won't deny that. But the difference between you and me, ladies and gentlemen, I don't complain about it unless it's genuinely dishonest clickbait. Because there is such a thing as honest clickbait. It's all about the vagueness. They have to be vague to entice you to watch the video. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to entertainment. That's just the way it is, and that's the way the game is played. Don't hate the player, hate the game. HK out. Once again, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like, dislike, all that stuff. Subscribe to add a little dose of chaos in your life if you're interested in more videos down the road. And have a good one.